For a truck, I figured I'd make a video real quick on when to use a spray pole. This is just a little one. People typically use a 3-foot pole, and I'm going to talk to you guys real quick while I'm working. But when do you use a spray pole? A lot of people use a spray pole on everything because they think they can save time by using a spray pole. Well, you know, there's times when you can save time with a spray pole, and there's times when it's just going to cost you time. And you need to evaluate your situation, figure out when it's going to save you time and when it isn't. So, let me give you some examples. You see that little spray pole I showed you, that little 12-inch, they call them cheaters, some guys do. A cheater like that is useful when you have, like, let's say you have a 10-foot ceiling, an interior on a house. You'd have to ladder the whole thing, and one of those small poles like that doesn't create a lot of overspray. So you can use one of those, and you're spraying straight up. And you don't need a swivel. If you put a swivel on there, that's going to create problems for you. You're going to have a lot more overspray by that going through the swivel. Whenever your spray goes through a swivel, you create a lot of extra overspray. You waste a lot of material, and you make a lot more mess. That means you got to cover a lot more. So when do I use a spray pole? Let me tell you when I use one. When I need one. That's it. I do not use a spray pole. Like if I was painting this building right here, I would not use a spray pole. I'd reach up here with a ladder and paint it. You know, this isn't even cut in. I haven't finished doing that yet. But I'm just showing you, everything has a different situation. You need to evaluate your situation, figure out what you need, and when to use that spray pole, when not to. Let me give you an example of when another place where I will use a spray pole for sure. I'll use a 3-foot pole, typically if it's in a place where, let's say it's brand new construction, you've got a whole bunch of tenant improvement walls, and there's pretty much nothing to worry about. Overspray, you could blow overspray all over the place, and it's not going to matter at all. Like say, brand new tenant improvement walls in a warehouse or something like that. They haven't put the T-bar ceilings in, and you're just ready just to go at it and just get a coat on there. That's when you're going to grab your spray pole, and you grab your roll man, and you just run through, put a nice big fat tip on there, maybe 23 thousandths, get the biggest rig you can, and go through 90 gallons in one day. I've done it. I've done 95 gallons in one day with 2 guys. Okay? No, that's not a big crew or anything. 2 guys, 95 gallons in one day. What we did is and that was all spray and back roll. That was not just spraying. That was all spray and back roll. And it was building all full of walls. You guys have probably it's famous. You've heard of the Inland Regional Center where all the shooting was. Well, they had an Inland Regional Center, another location in San Bernardino where it was Inland Regional Center, and they moved from that one to the one where the shooting was. So you guys have all heard of that, Inland Regional Center. Okay, that's for autistic people. We did their previous building, and we went through 95 gallons in one day, spray and back roll. So I think we were using a 823, and one guy was rolling, and we just roll for like 2 hours, and then we'd switch and went back and forth, and then went through that much paint. So that's when I'll use a spray pole. And it had a swivel on the end, and I didn't care how much overspray there was because we were just basically getting a prime coat on it. Actually, I think we did 2 coats, and then after they put in T-bar, then we'd go back and roll it again. So anyway, that's the situations where I'll use a spray pole. And on say for just shooting some ceilings, this little cheater guy can be happy. Let's say you were going to use this, and you said, hey, well, I could paint on my eaves with this. The problem with using this is you can't get the angles you need. If you're using one of these things and you're painting walls, now you can't use your cardboard shield on the bottom. So, you know, it makes it difficult to use a cardboard shield with. So you know, this one here you could do kind of. So you got to weigh out the situation, figure out, you know, can I still use a piece of cardboard sheet, or am I going to have to cover everything? If I have to cover everything, did I really save time by using this pole? You know, when you watch my other techniques, you're going to find out that most of the time you're not going to be using one of these even. So anyway, that's it for spray poles when you use them. All right, talk to you in the next video.